Hey y'all. All right, we're back at it and back on Project Dolly. But first, I just want to say thank you to you all. You have went and done it. We're up over 1,760 subscribers. I know I say this all the time, but it is truly amazing. And I will always truly be thankful for that. And that is to you all. I'm thankful to you all that you take time to come and watch my videos and subscribe. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So, on with the video. Okay, now, today's video, we're going to be not talking so much about tail lights or parts or even so much about the vehicle itself, but we're going to be talking about you. Okay? Now, there's Project Dolly sitting in the rain. Looks a little rough. So, I tell you what, I'm all for like getting into the nitty gritty. So let's get into the nitty gritty. Okay. First of all, you see that? That came out of the cowl. That's a mouse nest. Came out of the cowl panel area. Or cowl trough. It was like down in there. Okay. So yeah, it was nasty in there. Lots and lots of crap in there. As you can see, we've got the wiper motor back in. That's a brand new wiper motor. And if you get one of these off Amazon, you have to, there's a ground wire that hooks on to the motor body itself. And that is, I'll show you on the original. Yeah, right here it is. Here's the original. You see this tab right there? That's for the ground. That has to be, the motor has to be grounded in these for it to work. So if you get a motor like from Amazon or eBay or whatever, you see right there, that little tab, that little copper looking tab, that's what that's for. I've got the, it's like a 3-sided tab I picked up at one of the parts stores, and I just bolted it to the housing of the motor. And then that ground wire was able to go to that and then ground the motor, and then everything works now. So it's great. It's wonderful. I'll give you a little demonstration here. So let's put this cowl panel in place right there. Let's see. Okay. You see the arm moving there beneath the cowl panel. You see the little stud sticking out there moving back and forth. That's movement, and that's great. That's what I wanted. So I'm gonna do some final buttoning up on this thing. These, you just retain that panel with those. I've got 3 of them here, so I'm gonna probably go to the junkyard and get some more of these. I think I'm gonna have to go inside because it's raining a little heavier, a little harder now. So, let's see. I'm gonna climb up here on the truck and possibly get up here and get rained on a little bit more. There we go. Okay, I've only got 3 of them, like I said. So, like I said, probably go to the junkyard and get some more when I get a chance. So I'm going to close this down. And we're going to talk a little bit about Dolly, but we're going to talk a little bit more about you all. Okay, now, look here at these taillights. Wow. Looks nice, doesn't it? Now, this one is the passenger side tail light for Dolly. Right there she is. Okay? And I want to be honest with you. You can see some of the roughness right here that occurred. Yeah. See how that's kind of rough looking? All right, a little scratched up. Well, that used to be a lot worse. Right here on the lens, there's a dimple right there where something got this lens kind of hot and pushed on it right there, and it dimpled. Now this, and there's also this right here. But I didn't let that deter me. I kept on. I polished the lenses with the headlight polishing kits, and I did that, and then I went and I sanded all of this here. I sanded all of this area, and the reason why I did that was to get this area prepped for paint to make it look better, which I think it does. And then this one came out of the junkyard. This is going to replace the melted one on the driver's side. This one was covered, had some paint on it, overspray on it. The bezel there, that's the trim ring that my thumb is touching right now. That trim ring had all kinds of just nasty, poorly applied paint on it. So now, neither one of these things is perfect, but you know what they are? They were done by me, and they're looking, honestly, they're looking really, really good. They're not perfect. They're not showroom perfect. They're not Concours perfect. But you know what they are? They're looking really, really nice in my mind, in my eye. They're looking really nice, and these are going to look really good on Dolly. Now, how does this tie? How do these say anything about me? Well, I took this, and I made nicer, better taillights. Perfect? Well, in my mind, in my eyes, yes. But maybe in somebody else's mind or somebody else's eye, no, not really. But that's okay. I don't mind. Because, to me, this is looking really good. I'm really happy with this. This is the kind of the essence of what I do. I take, I've made videos about this sort of stuff before, where I tell you how to be, a Mopar person on a budget. And try to get the camera set up here. Got a selfie stick. I don't have my normal thing here. So, anyway, all right, well, we'll just try to carry on. Okay, anyway, so what I want to tell you all is that what's important here is not to get it perfect, but to get it better, okay? You need to understand something. Take evaluation of yourself, your skill level, your tools, your equipment, your work area, your experience, okay? Don't be hard on yourself. Because when you see, maybe you watch Overhauling and you see one of Chip Foose's cars on there. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. Chip Foose is somebody who has tons and tons and tons of experience. Tremendous amounts of resources. Okay? And quite a bit of money. You and me, okay? Me, all right? I'm just a regular guy. All right? I work as a mechanic. I have for over 20 years. And when I'm not working as a mechanic, I come home and I work in my own garage on my stuff. Okay? Now, I make these videos to help you all. But I also enjoy making these videos too. So, what you need to remember is that when you go to the Cruise In or the car show or your local Cars and Coffee or a drag race, whatever it might be, what you need to understand is that it doesn't have to be perfect. But what it has to be is it has to be out there for you to enjoy it. Okay? That's what you've got to understand. Because when you're fussing over all the little details and stuff like that, it's going to show. But, here's some things to remember. One, get your project car to where it's at least doing regular car stuff, like, the safety items are working, lights, wipers, brakes. The brakes work really well. Get those sort of things working really good. Get it to where it starts, it runs, it drives, it idles, you know, and get it to where stuff isn't going to fall off of it. Okay? It isn't leaking a whole lot. A little seepage, maybe a little drip every once in a while. Okay. You know, but get it to where things are going to work really well. Now, these Dodge trucks, like Dolly out here, let me get them. Yeah, these Dodge trucks, like Dolly out here, the 94 to 2001, or 2000, 2001, 2002. Okay, these trucks, they're everywhere. They made a hell of a lot of them. Not just in the dually. I mean, they made them in the 3/4 ton, and they made them in single rear wheels and 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive. They made them half ton and all of that. So, the world is your oyster there, so to speak. You can pick these trucks up for not a hell of a lot of money. And you can probably pick one up in better shape than this one. This one's got a little rust down here on the rocker panels of both sides. A little rust in that door. That's why I'm going to replace that door. And I'm going to replace that fender too. Okay, so that's what I want you to understand, is that we don't even have, after purchase, we don't even have, besides purchase, we don't even have $1,000 in this. So all the basic mechanical stuff is working really, really well. And there's going to be more stuff that I'm going to do to this, and who knows, I may take this to a Cars and Coffee event. I don't know. I may take it there and enjoy it, But one of the things I'm going to enjoy is I'm going to enjoy towing with this, which that's going to be its primary duty, but I may drive it every once in a while like a regular vehicle. So, I've been doing a lot of work to this thing, and it reminds me that this is something you can do at home in your own driveway. See, I mean, this thing is sitting out in my driveway right now. And you can do this. You can put together your own exhaust system. You can do all the work to the engine, okay? And you can do the work to the body, and you can do the work to the lights and the wiring and the electrical. This is stuff you can do, and you can get it safer and better and make it look nicer. When you replace dull lights or dull headlight or taillight lenses with bright, nice new ones, then what happens? It looks better. Not only does it look better, the lights actually function better. You can see a little bit further. Okay? It's like I went and replaced that tailgate. I have very little in that tailgate. The truck didn't even come with a tailgate. But, it's going to take some time. And that's what you need to understand. It's going to take some time. And no, I'm not Chip Foose. I'm not Troy Trepanier or Boyd Coddington or anything like that. I'm just a regular guy, and I'm going to make this look better and run better and drive better. And when it's all said and done, I'll have a lot of use and a lot of enjoyment out of this truck. And, maybe it will be preserved for somebody in a future generation to enjoy. But I will enjoy it in the meantime. So, okay. I just wanted to talk to you all about this because this is an important thing. It's important to me. It's important to me that I see when I go to the Cars and Coffee events or the Cruise In or the Drag Strip or whatever, that your perfect car is there. Now I say imperfect because there's going to be some jackass that's going to come up to you and they're going to say, well, that thing's a piece of shit. Why don't you fix this? Why don't you fix that? Blah, 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 blah. Wah. Well, that's because you got a life you have to live besides working on your vehicle, okay? And you don't have a ton of money to do that. And besides that jackass that's running his mouth, most likely he drove there and You know, some car that the fenders are falling off of and is loaded with rust and dirt and nastiness, and it's nothing to look at either. And most likely he's probably jealous, to be honest, because yours looks a lot better than his ever did. Or he may have a project vehicle, but he's not done anything with it. Because he's like, I can't compete with Chip Foos. Yeah, you're not going to. What you're going to do, though, is you're going to get ideas from these people, like Chip Foos, like Troy Trepanier and Boyd Coddington and John Butterup and all of those car builders for years and years and years and years, the Ring Brothers, all of those people. Get ideas from them and apply some of those ideas to your project. That's what all of this is about. Do the best you can do with what you've got. Okay? That's what you really need to focus on. Okay? Focus on also on the enjoyment. That should be top notch, top level. You know, your enjoyment, build the car for you. Then where you know, build it as good as you can build it. Do the best job you can do. Okay? And that's what I'll try to stress here on this channel. Do the best you can do. All right. Enough ranting, enough of this getting on the pulpit and on the soapbox and preaching about it. So, thank you very much for watching. I truly do appreciate all that you do, the subscribes and the shares and the likes. Really, it's just amazing. So, thank you so much. Have yourself a great day. And in the meantime, be looking forward to more Project Dolly, because there's going to be a lot more to come on this truck. All right. Thank you again. God bless.